Hi, this video will discuss production functions, telling you what they are and providing you a visual to help you figure out what a production function is. So a production function, it's going to show you the relationship between your inputs, your capital, labor, and materials, and your output or quantity, given today's technology. So let's talk about the inputs. The first input we will discuss, used in production, is capital. These are the machines and equipment needed to produce your good. And we're looking at here a bottling machine that we'd use to produce Pepsi. A second input that we're going to use making Pepsi is workers. And this is abbreviated with L. So capital, again, was a K. Labor is abbreviated with L for your workers. So you'll need both workers and machines to make Pepsis. This is our second input. Our third input we need are materials. And here we'll abbreviate this with an M. And sugar, for example, is material that is used, and other materials, of course, are also used in making Pepsi. So typically the economist doesn't worry about access to materials. We focus on the first two inputs listed. Capital, your machinery and equipment, and your workers, or your labor. So those are the key inputs to make our output, which we abbreviate with Q for quantity. And so here's the good that we're making with our inputs. So a visual then of our production in a summary is a firm uses technology in the production process to transform your inputs, capital, labor, and material, into your output, Q. So here's a visual of this. You've got capital, which are your inputs, and this can include anything from your land to buildings to factories to equipment. Your labor, this is your human component to making this item, and your materials, the raw materials needed to produce goods. So the visual that I was discussing were your inputs go in the front door of the factory. Here's your production function or factory, where your output, Q, is a function of, and in parentheses, L for your workers and K for your capital. And out the door comes your output. So this is a mathematical representation. For production functions, we say Q, again, is a function of labor and capital, or Q is a function of our inputs, where Q represents output, L, of course, is labor, and K is capital. So this is a production function.